Hello, it's Mary the Avon lady here, and I have in front of me a vintage Avon catalog from 1934 to 1935. This is something that Avon reps would carry around with them. It was not intended to give to every single customer. These would have been probably too expensive to produce. So this is something that the Avon ladies carried around with them to show the products to the customers. Okay, please keep in mind this is a digital file. This is not a real catalog that I have in front of me. I'm looking at a digital file, and you know the quality is not great. Sometimes you're not going to be able to read the fine print. Probably not, because like I said, it's a digital file. So I apologize for that, but I'm working with what I have, and I really enjoy looking through these and making a screen recording while I'm doing that. I just find this to be very relaxing, and when I did the very first one, I wasn't really sure what kind of response I was going to get, but you know, fortunately, the response that I've received has been overwhelmingly very good. It seems that a lot of people enjoy these, so I'm going to keep making them whenever I find um, interesting material to work with. Occasionally, I can get a hold of a vintage catalog at a reasonable price, and I will make a recording of me looking through, a real catalog. But in this case, it's a digital file, as I've already mentioned. And, sometimes you can find this exact same thing or something similar on eBay, these really old Avon catalogs, but they sell for a lot of money on eBay. They're like maybe $100 or more, and I'm not going to spend that much on a catalog now. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the digital files in this case. Occasionally I'll find some reasonably priced ones from like the 70s or the 80s or 90s, or if I'm lucky, maybe the 50s or 60s, but that's about it. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, back when Avon was first founded, it was originally called the California Perfume Company. And the story behind Avon, I've already explained this before in another video I made, but that's okay. I'm going to say it again for those of you who don't know, who've never watched my videos or who haven't seen this particular one. Um, the original founder, I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. Maybe one day I'll do a video about the history of Avon, but just to give you like a brief history. The original founder, he was a traveling book salesman. That's the way they used to sell things long time ago, because they didn't have TVs and the internet and no way to advertise products. So back in the late 1800s, he was selling books from door to door, and I guess it was mostly women that he was trying to sell books to. He wasn't the author, he was just selling books, and he had these perfume strips in the books. And he found out quickly that the women that he was trying to sell the books to were actually more interested in the perfume strips. And that's how he came up with the idea to start the California Perfume Company. He found himself a partner to work with who was from California. And this guy thought that the name of the company should have the word California in it, because that's where he was from. And of course, there's a lot of flowers in California, so it just made sense to him. But the name was later changed to Avon because the original founder, his favorite playwright was William Shakespeare. And William Shakespeare was from, what do you call it? I think it's Stratford upon Avon. I know Avon is in the name of the town. So they decided to call the company Avon. And that's how Avon was born. And since then, I just think it's just a wonderful concept that they have. And over the years, I've been selling Avon products for a little over a year, but I remember Avon from my youth, but I didn't really know about the history of it. My mom's, one of her best friends, a good friend of hers, sold Avon for years, and that's how I first knew about Avon as a young child. She was good friends with my mom, and she would let me play with the lipstick samples. She would give them to me, and my mom would order some things from her, especially gifts for the family. A long time ago, she would order perfume and stuff like that. And I just remember all of those neat things that Avon used to sell back a long time ago. And so I had a lot of fond memories of Avon, of course, for that reason. But I didn't know that much about the history until I started selling Avon, and I really became interested in this company. And I think it's just amazing what they've done. I think it was a great concept. Um, I didn't know this, but it makes sense to me now. I do a lot of research on perfumes. Like if I want to buy a perfume, I'll look up the reviews online. And I remember, looking at one woman's review. She was reviewing a vintage Avon perfume, and she said that she's from England, and she's an older lady now. She's probably like in her 70s, I guess. She said that when she was a little girl in the 1950s, that Avon represented glamour to her because if you think about it, a long time ago, perfume was like a luxury item that not everybody could afford, and Avon came out and made these products affordable for most people. These grooming products and these perfumes, these things that people could use to pamper themselves and indulge in. It was affordable for most people, these luxury items and toiletries. And I think Avon's probably one of the first companies to do that. So I just think it's really remarkable what Avon has done and what it has accomplished. And you can see how the company grew and how it evolved over the years. When you look at the catalogs, the old catalogs, you can see how the company changed and how it adapted to the changing times. And so I just think it's just really great. It's just really remarkable. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on its history, but I guess that's why I love Avon so much. I'm just really impressed by what they've done. I really appreciate it a lot. The products are great, and they are moderately priced so that most people can afford them. And most people care about the way they look, and they want to take care of themselves. They want to smell good. They want to, women want to pamper themselves and wear perfume, wear makeup, and have skincare products so they can take care of themselves and look good. So it's just great that Avon offers these great products for a great price. Okay, so this explains the story of the California Perfume Company, which I've just told you. Of course, I'm not going to read all of this. And here's just talking about the company standards, how, they had the highest quality, that kind of thing, that they only produce quality products. Okay, let's get to the first 2 pages here of products. I know this is the most interesting part of this, right? Okay, so here we have a gift set. This is a perfume and handkerchief gift set. And I know a lot of people don't really carry handkerchiefs around these days. But a long time ago, I guess they were important for most people to carry around. They were a really practical item to blow your nose or to wipe your glasses with, or to somebody was child was crying, you could give it to the kids to dry their tears or blow their nose. You know what I mean? So I know that older people always used to carry around handkerchiefs, especially men, but people these days don't carry them around. I mean, you can go to the store and you can buy like a little pack of tissues to carry around with you. Okay, but back then they were so important. So here they have, and like I said, I'm not going to read all the fine print, but I'm going to read some of it. It says, this charming gift set consists of 4 ladies' dainty white handkerchiefs, 11 1/2 inches square, packed in an attractive gift box. On the handkerchiefs rests a cardboard flower cut out, to which are fastened 2 gem-sized bottles of perfume, one of Ariel and the other of 391. Now, I'm not familiar with those 2 fragrances. And it says here this set was 99 cents. So this was obviously for Christmas, as you can see. And over here we have the Ariel sachet. And, I studied French in school, so I'm not going to really try to pronounce some of these names sometimes. I think this is Jardin d'Amour. Basically, that translates to Garden of Love sachet. I studied French in school, but I've never really been great at the pronunciation. So what does it say here about Ariel Sachet? It says, let me zoom in a little bit. Ariel Sachet repeats the fragrance of Ariel perfume and Ariel toilet water, eau de toilette, making a harmonious and complete perfume ensemble. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Let me zoom back out. Put up in attractive glass bottles with enameled cap to retain all the value of the sachet until the last little bit is used. Bottle, 78 cents. And here we have the other one, Garden of Love sachet. Every woman loves that subtle fragrance which lingers on the handkerchief, fur, or lingerie when sachet is kept in the bureau drawers and closet. And the bottle is $1.04. Okay, let's move right along. Now here we have this adorable Little Folks gift set. It says here, any little lady will be enchanted with this lovely gift set, which contains in colorful picture box with I gotta zoom in so I can see this better. Hinged cover, 4 gem size bottles of perfume, up-to-date bottles with smart caps of black, what is that, bakelite? Add style to this charming set. The perfumes are $3.91, Ariel Vernifleur, and Trailing Arbutus. And, forgive me if I mispronounce anything. Somebody corrected me in another video, but some of these I've never heard of before, so if I mispronounce it, I apologize in advance. Not only will this set give much pleasure to youthful hearts, but it also serves to teach the first lessons in daintiness and feminine charm. Okay, let's move on to the next. And this is, okay, I don't know why they did it this way. Okay, but you see here this says Avon Threesome, price complete, $3.57. So, strikingly beautiful ensemble, suitable at once for a luxurious gift and for really practical use, is offered in Avon Threesome. This is a most appealing combination with its stunning compact, full-size box of Avon face powder in choice of 8 shades and a charming, flaconette of exquisite bolero perfume. All 3 in a truly regal setting of deep blue and silver. So that's what this is here. And this would have been the more expensive option here. This is $3.57. And then over here, so that's what that is. Okay. Over here we have the Avon gift set number 21. This is the beauty and utility of Avon toiletries are reflected in the powder rouge and lipstick ensemble. Price set $1.56. So that's what this is here. So, I mean, look, it almost looks kind of modern in a way, in some ways. I mean, it's, we sell gift sets today. I mean, well, lots of companies do, but you know what I mean. So they had this idea even back then. I mean, this has been almost 100 years ago. It's been, what, about 90 years ago that this was, this catalog was produced. Okay, I love this illustration. Beautiful. Okay, look like the adorable you. How to choose your individual shade of face powder, rouge, and lipstick. Okay, this is always interesting. These shades of face powder just strike me as being so odd, but okay. They just don't seem, I don't know. I don't know exactly how they were used because, I mean, look at them. They're like, one of them looks like, what's mauve, one of them is pink, one of them is peach. Really kind of strange shades for face powder, but, who am I to judge, right? Okay, here we have the rouge shades, light, medium, dark. And then we have lipstick shades, light, medium, and dark. So I didn't have a lot of colors back then. And here we have the Avon Double Compact, an exquisite example of the jeweler's art, combining rare beauty of design and color. This is really small text right now. With the sturdy construction necessary for ease in opening and closing. Yet the rich blue and nickel silver streamlined case is thin and small enough for the daintiest purse. And this would have cost, price complete, $175. Refills, powder or rouge with puffs, each 52 cents. Okay, and here we have the Avon face powder. There were two types. One was called Ariel, medium weight, and then one was Vernifleur, medium heavy adherent. 78 cents for the Ariel, and the other, both of them were 78 cents. So that's what that would have looked like back then. Here we have Avon liquid powder, a complexion beautifier and absolutely pure and healthful lotion and tonic for face, neck, and arms. Slightly astringent and, what does that say? Perspiration proof. Covers and conceals freckles, sunburn, tanning, and other imperfections of the skin. Extensively used by professional people. I guess they mean like movie stars. I guess. I don't know. Sponge for applying. That's the way that I take it. With each bottle, 4 colors: natural, peach, Rachel, and suntan. It was $1.04 back then, $1.04. So, back then, people would cover up their freckles because they weren't considered attractive, really, back then. I mean, please don't be offended if you have freckles. I think freckles are great. Freckles are cute. But a long time ago, I didn't, didn't want to have freckles. I know that the famous actress Joan Crawford, I'm sure most of you know who Joan Crawford is. She had freckles that she covered up with her makeup. And, you couldn't really see them. Occasionally, maybe if the lighting was right, you could kind of see them a little bit through her makeup, but usually not. So I don't know if most people are aware of that, but she did cover up her freckles with makeup. Okay, and whenever if you've ever seen pictures of her without makeup, you can see them. Okay, Avon Cleansing Cream. So Avon Cleansing Cream is an effective skin cleanser made specifically for the purpose of keeping the complexion hygienically clean. It liquefies on touching the skin, and the fine cleansing oils gently penetrate the pores, softening all impurities. When wiped away, every bit of dust and powder comes with the cream, leaving the skin fresh and fragrant. By giving the skin this treatment night and morning, every members of the family can have that well-groomed look, which comes from perfect cleanliness. Did I read that right? By giving the skin this treatment night and morning, every member's, okay, whatever. All right, 78 cents for that. If only the prices were today like they were back then. If only we had prices like this today. Avon tissue cream. Okay, this is you just wipe this on and wipe it off with tissue. I mean, apply it and then wipe it off with tissue. I guess it's like a moisturizer. It says rich tissue cream. Yeah, it's for older women. It says this rich tissue cream is a valuable aid to every woman who wishes to keep her skin fine and smooth right through to old age. 78 cents. Avon Vanishing Cream. Let's see what this one does. Perfect day cream, fluffy and greaseless. Avon Vanishing Cream is instantly absorbed by the skin, leaving an invisible gossamer film, which protects against dust, wind, and sun and prevents dryness. Gives a smooth, velvety base on which powder spreads better and adheres longer. Keeps the skin soft and guards against chapping and roughness. Exquisitely perfumed. So maybe it did smell good, but I'm sure that was probably, it could be irritating for some people who had allergies. Back then, I don't think they had hypoallergenic products like they do today. So this is Avon Pore Cream. I bet this is for oily skin. It's a combination of cream, astringent, and antiseptic qualities, which makes it valuable for clearing of the skin. Okay, so that's what that's for, acne. And this is a blackhead remover. Ouch. This is Violet Nutri Cream. It is indispensable for dry skins in dry climates or where hard water must be used. And it says it's also an excellent hand cream. Okay, let's just move right along. So this was, what is this? 15 cents each for these, and 78 cents for a 4-ounce jar. 2-ounce jar was 52 cents. Avon Rose Cold Cream, an old-fashioned time-tried cold cream brought up to date for modern complexions, preferred by many as a cleansing cream. And this is Avon Bleach Cream. So what was this for? An unusual cream which meets a wide demand from women who wish to lighten and clear the complexion and who sensibly demand a gradual, non-violent bleaching agent for this purpose. Non-violent. Okay, strange. Okay, today's fashions require a light, clear skin. So Avon Bleach Cream was created to help retain a dainty feminine coloring and counteract the effects of summer tan or exposure to wind and sun. Avon Bleach Cream will not work a peerless miracle overnight, but if faithfully used over a sufficient period of time, the fresh new skin developing from beneath will show marked improvement. Okay, let's see what it treats. Superficial freckles will fade out. This cream will prevent surface discolorations from darkening, and a clear, even skin tone will result. So, today, if you have like freckles, for example, from, sunbathing, if you've got the type of skin that freckles and you have a lot of freckles, let's say maybe you didn't have them before, but, over the years you've laid out in the sun a lot, or you've gone to tanning beds and and you're maybe a little bit older and you discover that you have now lots of age spots, freckles. I think this is what that was for, because you can get prescriptions for, bleaching pads even today that are supposedly lighten those dark spots, like freckles. I'm not saying it's gonna, your skin's gonna go from brown or black to white. That's not. I don't think that was the intention. I think it was just to lighten sunspots and age spots and imperfections like that. I think that's what this was for. I don't know how well it worked. Obviously, Avon doesn't make this today. But I'm just saying you can go to like a dermatologist and you can get, I don't know. That's one way of doing it. You can get a prescription and you can get, pads, some kind of, I don't know how they make it. You can get like skin brightening pads, I guess, or skin lightening pads to lighten those dark spots. Okay. If you find them bothersome, you know what I mean? Like I just described. Freckles. I don't know how well they work. But, in this day and age, I'm sure they probably work pretty well if you have to get them through a dermatologist. I would imagine so. But I don't know how well this worked back then. It's saying that you had to be consistent with applying it. It just didn't, they didn't just fade overnight, but you had to use it over a period of time for it to work. Okay, facial tissues, astringent. That is probably for oily skin. Yeah, it says recommended for oily skin, but it also had other uses as well. This is skin freshener. This is a stimulant. I'm not going to read all of that. Here we have Avon Dressing Table Rouge. It's a creamy blush, Avon lipstick. Okay, so it says shades of rouge and lipstick available are shown in the color chart elsewhere in this book. So we've already passed that. So those were the colors that they had available back then. And here we have Avon mascara. So they even had mascara back then. It says 2 shades, brown and black. And so it looks like there's a brush. Is that what that is? It says Avon mascara is tear and smudge proof. It is absolutely harmless to eyes and eyelashes. It is not smart, meaning it's not painful. It doesn't make your eyes hurt. It is made of the very finest ingredients. And here we have Avon Cream Rouge. Looks like there's 3 colors here. Light, medium, and dark. Avon facial set. You could buy the set here for only $1.68. Oh, okay. Consists of Avon cleansing cream, astringent tissue cream, cleansing tissues, and aerial face powder. Avon bath salts. So they even make bath salts today. Avon dusting powder. Talcum powder. Here's more talcum powder. I guess this is the name of the scent, Daphne. Avon Elite powder scientifically destroys all odor of perspiration when applied under arms or wherever an offensive odor arises. So yeah, that's what I've been saying all along in some of these videos that I've made where I'm going over these old catalogs from a long time ago, like in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. Well, I don't know. Yeah, early 1900s, before deodorant really came out, or before it became, commonly used by people. People would use powder to control sweat and body odor. And it was also used to give quick relief to tender, aching, perspiring, and swollen feet when shaken into shoes or dusted directly onto the feet. So this is cream depilatory. This is for removing hair. All right. And this is Avon. Oh, there we go. Avon Deodorant. Avon makes a liquid deodorant today, even today. It still has one for sale. It says Avon Deodorant neutralizes the conditions in the areas where applied. Makes dress shields unnecessary. Yeah, because I guess before people were using deodorant and powder. You think about it, whenever you would sweat, you would get sweat stains on your clothing, especially in the armpit area. So I guess maybe that's why women wore dress shields. Absolutely harmless to healthy skin. Avon deodorant makes possible the cleanliness and personal daintiness which are essential today. So even back then, people were concerned about body odor. They wanted to take care of themselves. They wanted to keep themselves clean and odor-free as possible. Avon, rosewater, glycerin, and benzoin. An old-fashioned and tried hand and skin lotion, whose effectiveness has been enhanced by the addition of benzoin, unexhaled for skin which has lost its natural moist texture from sun or wind exposure or from alkaline soapy waters. This lotion dries in, Dries in, not out, and is a wonderful preservative. It is excellent after motoring, golf, tennis, gardening, or any outdoor occasion. Especially recommended to the men folks after shaving dries immediately. You can see the skin quickly absorb it, and you can feel its natural tonic effect. So yeah, even men need to use moisturizer. I mean, even they get rough elbows that look terrible, hands, that look dry, look terrible. Yeah, so even they need to take care of themselves. They need to moisturize their skin just like women do. And sometimes some of them don't. They don't even think about it. They don't think it's necessary. So even back then, they knew that men needed to have these products to take care of themselves too. Seems like women usually care more about this kind of stuff than men do, but there are some men who definitely put some effort into their appearance. Okay, Avon Lotus Cream, a perfect toilet preparation for the face, neck, arms, and hands. Cleans, softens, whitens, and improves the texture of the skin. An excellent night cream. So, I wasn't kidding when I said that freckles were, that was the thing about going out in the sun, and they didn't have, sunblock like we do today. So people didn't like freckles. I'm sorry. Once again, I don't want to offend anyone who has freckles. But I guess, women, if they spent some time outdoors and they got freckles, they were probably a little bit perturbed by that back then. So that, they tried various things to try to fade those freckles. And also, just age spots. As people age, they get age spots on their skin. Okay, I think that's what this was for. Avon hand cream. Sore, red, and roughed hands. That's a very common thing. We all need some hand cream, even men do. Okay, Avon manicure set. So back then they had liquid nail polish. I'm just really impressed by all the stuff they had back then. Avon polish remover, Avon nail white, Avon nail cream, Avon cuticle softener. And here we have another manicure set. So this one was more complete, I guess. Set complete, says 167. That's kind of a strange way of putting it, but okay. In here, I guess you could buy these things individually. Liquid shampoo, so they even had shampoo back then, to thoroughly cleanse the scalp and keep the hair fresh, glossy, and fluffy. There is nothing to equal Avon liquid shampoo. I think back then, some people did just use bar soap to wash their hair. I know that sounds so gross, and it is kind of gross because it would just kind of leave like a yucky film on the hair. But I guess some people realized that they needed to use a shampoo, a special soap for their hair. They just didn't have as much variety like we do today. Okay, this is Avon Ode. What is that? Quinine hair tonic. I don't even know what this does. I'm just curious here. Regular use of Avon hair tonic will help stop. Wait, what is that? Falling hair. Prevent dandruff. What is that? Falling hair. Prevent dandruff, and if the roots are not entirely dead, stimulate the growth of new hair. Yeah, right. I don't know about that. Avon pre-shampoo oil. So this is probably for maybe dry hair. Maybe not. I don't know. Why would they call it oil though? A real contribution to the hair beneath, applied before the shampoo. Its rich oils, penetrate the scalp, and at the same time thoroughly cleanse it by loosening all particles of dirt and dandruff. Should be used regularly by all of those who value attractive hair. I was just thinking for like people who have dry hair, oily hair. I mean, we all have different needs, and we realize that in this day and age. So that's why there's so many different kinds of shampoo out there. Okay, Avon hairdress. This is for men. A necessity for the man who wishes a clean-cut, well-groomed appearance. So this is like a styling aid. Avon hairdress subdues unruly, stiff, or untidy hair and gives it a smooth luster. A scientifically prepared non-sticky cream with a masculine odor, which can be used as often as needed. Fine for the young boy, too, who wants to comb his hair straight back. And many women find that their wave is more attractive or straight hair handsomer when you use Avon Dress regularly. Generous tube, 37 cents. This is Avon Brilliantine. I don't know what that is. To give the hair a smooth, glossy sheen and assist in keeping it in place. Avon Brilliantine intensifies the natural color of the hair and will not leave either dry or oily hair greasy. Keeps marcel or water waves in longer and is excellent for softening the ends of hair made dry through permanent waving. Yeah, see, that was another concern. Over processing the hair. I know that getting permanent wave was very popular. I don't know when that started, and but yeah, I imagine that this was another concern that people had. Over processing the hair, making it dry and brittle. Avon Bandolin. So somebody mentioned this in one of the comments that I didn't know what it was. So this is a styling aid. A remarkable improvement can be made in the appearance of naturally fluffy or curly hair and in hair that is permanently waved with the aid of Avon Bandolin. It is applied after shampoo, making it easy to place the hair in waves and to keep the wave after the hair is dry. Excellent for water waving with combs or finger waving. By simply moistening the hair with Avon Bandolin, when using curlers, the hair will remain and curl much longer. So it was a styling aid, definitely. Avon Bandolin is a necessity to the woman who wants to keep her hair attractively curled or waved. The preparation is also popular. This preparation is also popular with men and boys. So this is the Avon Wave Set. Bobbed or long hair can be gracefully trained into lovely, natural-appearing waves by use of Avon Wave Set. The hair is moistened with a wave set or arranged in the desired position with the fingers or by use of wave combs, then kept in place by a close net until thoroughly dry. This is why women used to sleep, with curlers and sleeping caps. That was all things that they had back then to try to style their hair. I mean, they didn't have, I guess, curling irons and hot curlers like we do today. Okay. Obviously, technology has evolved a lot. So, yeah, I can imagine women, sleeping with curlers in their hair back then. Okay, used in combination with Avon Pre-Shampoo Oil, Avon Liquid Shampoo, and Avon, Eau de Quinine Hair Tonic. This makes a perfect and complete treatment for the hair. Oh, that was a mouthful. Okay. And here is the Avon Hair Treatment Set. $2.08 for that. Avon Headache Cologne. A safe and pleasant means of allaying fatigue, headaches, car sickness, insomnia, or any indisposition which results in overstrained nerves. Avon Headache Cologne. This is interesting. Avon Headache Cologne is sprinkled on the handkerchief and, when inhaled, gives relief almost at once through the relaxation it induces. For severe cases, bathing the temples and forehead is also recommended, delightfully soothing for the tired brain and body, also refreshing in hot enclosed atmosphere. 52 cents. And here is Witch Hazel Cream. Witch Hazel is known for its cooling, healing effect. This is greatly increased in Witch Hazel Cream, in which it is possible to use the strongest distillation of the witch hazel shrub, combined with Irish moss, known for its soothing properties. These are the chief ingredients in witch hazel cream. It acts like a magic on red It acts like magic on red, burned, sunburned, or bruised skin, and is helpful in relieving eczema. It is absolutely pure and may be used by any member of the family. Excellent for baby's delicate skin. Avon Menthol Witch Hazel Cream. This is something to use after shaving. Witch Hazel Extract. This is a household necessity, useful in many ways. Okay, so I think I've already read some of this before. It just had a variety of uses. It was good for oily skin, I think, and also good for rub down after bath. Helpful for bruises, sprains, cuts, burns, inflammation, irritation, and a mild astringent for people with complexion problems. Avon, Savona Bouquet toilet soap. So this is soap. It says French milled cakes weighing 4.5 ounces each. Toilet soap makes a smooth, creamy lather in either hard or soft water, hot or cold. Double strength perfume, odor, and soap is acceptable to both men and women. Soap improves with age, and the flat container is excellent for storing. And here is more soap, cold cream, toilet soap. Okay, and here we have vegetable oil soap. I've already seen this in another catalog it's actually even older than this one. It says it's a hard water soap. Only vegetable oils of the very highest quality go into this fine soap. Even in the hardest water, it works up easily into a rich lather, foamy and soft, as swan's down. Especially appreciated by those whose skin chaps easily when hard water must be used. Its delightful odor scents the bath and leaves a lingering fragrance. And a box of 3 cakes, 46 cents. Here we have Limonol toilet soap. And I've seen this in an older catalog. Limonol products that Avon used to make long ago. Limonol soap may be used as a shampoo to cleanse and lighten blonde and auburn hair. Okay. Yeah, I know. What is that stuff that you can use? There's some kind of spray that's supposed to lighten blonde hair. I think it's called like Sun-In or something. Okay. But this was also a complexion soap, so it was I have to zoom in to read this. I don't know, I mentioned vegetable oils here, refined tallow. All right, let's move on to the next 2 pages. I think we're almost close to the end here. We're about at the end. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, genuine imported Castile soap. I don't know what Castile soap is. This is another thing that I've seen. I'm not going to read all of this. Doctors everywhere recommend Castile soap, but why? I don't know why. Especially recommended for the baby, so I guess it was a gentle soap. And this is Dr. something or another cutaneous soap. Valuable in the prevention and cure of many skin troubles. So, so this is good for blemishes, it says. Excellent for the treatment of eczema. So I guess this was a gentle soap. This is dental cream. I guess that's toothpaste. Avon tooth powder. So I noticed that Avon did sell tooth powder for quite a few years. This was supposed to lighten teeth for people who were smokers, people who drink a lot of tea. Tea stains the teeth. I guess coffee does too, but not as anywhere as bad as tea does. I think red wine stains the teeth, and chewing tobacco. Okay, here we have Avon dental cream. Avon still sells dental products today. Avon tooth tablet. This is a fine quality, what does that say? Anyway, I'm not going to read all of this. Compressed into a tablet form for those who prefer it that way. I don't know how well that worked. Here are what the toothbrushes looked like back then. And here we have more Avon Smoker's Tooth Powder, Avon Antiseptic, stuff for the whole family, stuff to keep at home. This probably had a variety of uses, yeah, for cuts, wounds, insect bites, that kind of thing. Excellent for dandruff, it says, home emergencies. Okay, and here we have Avon Shaving Stick, Avon Bayberry Shaving Cream, Avon Shaving Soap, Avon After Shaving Lotion. So here we have stuff for the guys. Avon Bay Rum, an indispensable toilet article for the man who cares how he feels and looks. This most refreshing after shaving lotion is the strongest extraction of the genuine West Indian distillation of bayberry leaves. It freshens the skin, closes the pores, and is highly antiseptic. It is also excellent as a dressing for the hair. Okay, and over here we have what looks to be a man's set, yeah, priced at $1.13. And here we have assortment number 2 for men. This is another set for guys. Men's traveling kit. This is nice. Avon Bayberry Shaving Cream. After shaving, what does it say? Lotion. Talcum powder for men. What is that? Some kind of pencil. So this would have made a nice, all of these would have made nice gifts for men, especially around Christmas time or for birthdays, Father's Day. And then Avon did try to offer some cooking products, some things for the kitchen for cooking. Okay, we'll get to that in just a sec. So this is more talcum powder for men. It says Italian talcum powder. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The odor is essentially masculine. So even then, men cared about how they smelled too. It's like some of them did, not all of them did. So Avon offered things for the home, things for the kitchen. Here's a variety of extracts. They had, what does this say? Wintergreen, peppermint, almond, lemon, and vanilla. And the Perfection Cake Chest. I guess you could buy like this as a set. Here you have all the extracts, and then you have food coloring and baking powder. So Avon was offering these products for a while. I mean, in the early 20th century. I think they stopped probably by, I don't know, the 1950s or so. Here's some more extract, peppermint, vanilla tonka, lemon. They also had orange, wintergreen, almond, as I've already mentioned. Non-alcoholic flavors, contains no alcohol. They had vanilla tonka, black walnut, maple. Here we have, food coloring, green, yellow, blue, brown, red, baking powder, olive oil, savory coloring. This is for a necessity in every kitchen for strengthening the flavor and color of gravies, sauces, stews, and soups. Highly concentrated. And here we had things for the home. Avon still offers cleansing products, cleaning products today for the home. This is a powder cleaner. Probably had a variety of uses. This is laundry crystals for washing clothes, of course. Perfection prepared starch. Liquid spots out. Perfection liquid spots out. Liquid shoe white. So this is for kids' shoes, belts, gloves. Perfection Mothicide. Moths are a big concern. They can destroy clothing, of course. Perfection Silver Cream Polish. Quick Metal Polish. Spots Out. Furniture Polish. And Machine Oil. Okay. Mending Cement. This is like a glue. Auto Polish. And we have reached the end. I hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.